We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Mustangs' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense in a bunch formation. Leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. Let's think a second about Arizona State. They won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time, they're the hunted. How do you handle that over the course of the season?
You got to raise your sense of urgency, no question about it. David, every day this offseason has felt like a celebration on campus for their fans. Winning that title a year ago, but now you got to know you got the target on your back.
I get that. I understand that. But if you're a fan, keep celebrating, baby, because you got your first natty, man. It's fantastic. Whatever happens this year, who cares? You got a ring. You were the Kings.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Sun Devils in the hurry up.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Creates a little space. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
College football becomes more and more every year. More nickel, more dime packages, more speed on the field. So no matter what you do, I got a guy that can go chase down your quarterback in any situation, and you can see it right there. DB came flying in there, gets the first sack of the game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He's loose. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Looking to buy time. Trying to find his man in the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line.
Arizona State 14, SMU 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It was against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. Give to Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a second and long. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete as he tried to nestle that ball in along the sideline. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Hits a seam wide open. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
It'll be third and long. Got it, looking for a first. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires on the move. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air, it's Jennings. Gets open down the middle.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Moss. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the move, it's Harden. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Makes the catch around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Get set.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Udo. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Finds his man. It's Ross.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job.
Makes a grab past the marker. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more light.
Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Arizona State 28, SMU 0.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
29 Philly.
They want that clock to run. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Easy.
With the run on 1st and goal. Still on his feet. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Come on, set.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Looking for the score. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
SMU 0.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25.
Easy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harden. At the 40, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. White going to attack through the air. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in this one.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry to